Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. 806. 806. 806. Catching the vibe. 806. I love a night. 806. 806. 806. 806. Shout out G. 806. 806.
We're now in the mix with DJ Wolfka.
You already know what it is. It's your boy Melly Mel, and this is the Best Damn Sports Podcast, period. This is 806, the show. We have a fantastic show for y'all today.
Right there.
Yeah, appreciate the energy. We need a little more energy, and we brought it. Appreciate it. As always, I'm joined by my co-host, the very energetic former YS Hooper, Chinese food connoisseur, the heavyweight champion of the world. Make some noise for REG.
Let's go. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm so good to be here.
You know what? We gotta give Adio more credit because there's a chemistry that comes with like you and your co-hosts.
Yeah.
And when he's not here, he has to like imagine just doing something with somebody every week, and then it'll be you do a great job, Corey. We'll introduce you in a second. But when there's a different person there,
Throws the Lord.
throws it off. So that's why he had to yell by himself first.
I have to do the Lord. Yeah.
As you can see, Sanchez, this time wasn't PTO. We'll call it sick time. Use a sick
It's
time.
like a family time.
All right, family time. A little family time. He does have 2 kids. I'm hard on him, but he does have a family.
Yeah.
So, I guess.
Little babies.
Little babies. I mean, they're pretty old at this point. But,
I still wouldn't leave them.
So joining us, co-owner of Reck Fitness. He's been here a bunch of times. He's ready to talk sports. And according to him, he loves this shit. Make some noise for Corey!
Thank you for having me, man. As always, it's my 3rd time on the show.
Yeah,
I'm just as
man.
excited this time as I was the first two.
I love people. You can tell people like I'm media trained. You know what I mean? Like you've been asked questions before. You've done a little public speaking.
Yeah.
You can tell the difference.
You can definitely tell.
All right. We're about what? A quarter into maybe the NFL season?
Already?
Yeah, it went fast.
You know how I can usually tell is how many parlays I lost. I was like, all right, I've won 1 out of 4.
Or how bad your fantasy football team is.
Oh, Lord. Actually, in our league, I'm in first place.
I'm actually doing pretty solid in all my leagues for now.
Shout out to Manny Cruz for losing 2 people in IR within minutes.
Tyreek and Neighbors.
Oh, man.
No, I think he lost Neighbors and who's the running back from the Cardinals?
Oh, yeah, James Conner.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I picked up Dean Ricardo, and you saw what he did last week, right? 75-yard touchdown run by himself. The 2nd week in a row, he's reaching for the goal line before he gets there and drops the ball.
I know.
What's up with that?
I don't know, man.
How you make the same mistake twice?
If I'm a coach, like you're not playing the next game.
No.
No.
Did you see what the coach did?
Bro, you like
So the coach blew up on him and like put hands on him, slight hands, nothing crazy, and then came out the next day and publicly apologized. Yeah.
Is this the world we're living
That
in?
is the world we're living in.
Apologizing for what?
I think he got
putting his hand.
I think he got fined. I think he got fined, the coach.
And putting his hands on him.
Bro, he does.
The guy just lost you the game. That's the reason you lost the game. That was going to be. They would have had no shot to win that game if he scores that. And then Titans come down and score the game-winning touchdown.
What's crazy is it wasn't a kid that he's like. There's one thing if you like slapping around a 12-year-old. That's a grown-ass man he's slapping around.
Right.
Yeah.
That's.
And he
been
doesn't.
on
He
the
didn't
team.
seem. He didn't like. He knows the fuck.
He knows what he did wrong.
Yeah. I don't know.
And then think of back to like Bobby Knight days.
Oh,
What do you think?
We just talked about it. It's
I love
crazy.
that episode,
We've
too.
never like brought up Bobby Knight in 4 or 5 years, and they've come up the last 2 episodes.
Yeah.
The universe is wild.
It's crazy. But it's true. It's like
is
when I watched like that Cowboys documentary. Have you seen it on Netflix?
I haven't seen
Yeah,
it
I'm a
yet.
Cowboys fan.
Yeah,
Yeah, I loved it.
Yo,
It's great.
Seeing that physicality.
Y'all
that-
should just have that on repeat. So
Yeah.
anytime you guys lose for a week, just watch that shit.
But it shows like how different the NFL is these days.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man, I wish I could see a hard freaking hit stick like they had back then.
Troy Aikman would have probably played 5 more years if he
Yeah.
didn't take the hits that he was taking.
Man, they protect quarterbacks so much in the NFL now.
Yeah, the
You can't even
breadwinners.
touch them at
No.
all.
Can't
But I see
breathe
some of
on
these.
them.
When I see some of these hits, it's like, geez,
And they're still out all the time.
yeah.
You know what I mean? They're still getting hurt. Dude, like, listen, football is a violent sport.
Yeah.
You could try to do all these rule changes, all these million things, all these tell refs to do this, concentrate on that. If you want it to be safe,
Yeah.
go Corey's route and just do flag.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At that point, because that's what
They say like I seen I don't know who said it. It might have been Michael Irvin, but someone said
I
this
love
recently.
Michael Irvin.
Yeah, me too. His energy is crazy. That's the type of energy you should have on a football field.
Absolutely.
But oh Jesus.
Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. It's all good. It's all good. I lost.
So speaking of that, I know we talked about
Closer
it
to Mike Corey.
a couple years ago that the flag football was going to be a professional sport.
Mm-hmm.
AFFL tried it. I don't know what happened with that. They
Oh,
weren't
yeah, you're
able to
right.
do it. The NFL now is
Yeah.
promoting making it a professional sport, and it sounds like it's going to be like 2026, leading up to the 2028 Olympics, which flag football is in the Olympics.
That's
Yeah.
so
That's
dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a women's league.
So currently, it's an unsanctioned high school sport in Massachusetts, and it's a sanctioned sport in I think it's like 30 different states in the United States. And NAIA for college, it's currently a women's sport. Girls that I've trained in the past have got full boats to college right now.
Oh, imagine that getting a
yeah.
full bowl for flag football.
Salem
dope.
Academy and some of the academies have it as a sport. It's co-ed. So flag football, man, I know we always talk about it, but
we love it.
It's the biggest sport. It's the most up-and-coming sport. That and pickleball.
Yeah, that
the
was
2
blowing
sports
up,
that are
too.
up and coming, yeah.
Yeah, I see a lot of people playing pickleball. I played it a few times. I actually like it.
I've never played.
I played a few times. I was playing tennis one year. Or was it last year? So I was like, someone invited me to play pickleball. I was like, you know what? I'll try this too.
I'm not gonna lie to you, no one's ever invited me to play pickleball. I would go.
neither.
I'd go, you know what I mean? You would think you
Why don't we just go?
You know what?
We'll get some paddles or whatever they're
Set up
called.
the
and we'll just
cameras
show
and
up.
like 806 and Reck through paddle.
Yeah, right.
We should do it. Pickleball. I almost
in.
call it paddle ball. I was like, that's not right.
I see them. What's the park near Bentley School? Collins Cove.
Yes.
I see them at Collins Cove all the time. And
Yeah,
all
it's
of the
funny.
courts
Remember
are full.
when we were driving around the city?
played too.
Yeah.
Remember
Oh,
we were
really?
driving around the city looking for tennis courts that day?
Yeah.
And we ran into that and we're like, damn, like we couldn't find a tennis court that was available, but happened to be a pickleball court. We're like, when the fuck did they start making pickleball courts? Like, what in the
Started
world?
taking over space. We thought.
Yeah.
We started taking over tennis space.
We talk about the NFL. Let's talk about the home team. The Pats, big win.
Yeah, huge.
Buffalo. We had Jeff, our referee friend here last week, and he said he would respect them if they got the dub. Or even played well against Buffalo. They played pretty well. They got the
Yeah.
dub.
Diggs finally had a good game.
Yeah.
It was good for the.
I'm not ready to eat my words about Diggs. I was hard on him. Pause. Before the season, just because like you're coming off an ACL, you're like, you know what I mean. He didn't have the greatest year in Houston. I thought it would, be rough. And like we had the argument, what he's like, he was like a third receiver in Houston. So to come to New England, be number one,
Yeah.
with a team who's never really since Randy, we've never really had a top receiver.
Yeah.
I didn't expect anything high, but.
Hey.
Man, it looks like it's you know what I mean. It's work. I think Drake May found his guide. I think that's so important that usually.
If you guys, they have to build a chemistry and really like just get a flow of things. So make sure Diggs gets confident out there and.
Yeah, and
keep on
then
feeding
I
him.
was expecting that like I'm not getting the ball. He gets treated like Stephon Diggs usually goes.
Look
and-
how happy he was. Think about that. Even like when you see him like doing
Cardi
the
B, he's
speeches.
pretty happy right now.
Yeah, doing the speeches after the game and amped up. Is like that energy comes with him getting fed the ball. Like
Sure.
Like
I think there's a lot of immaturity too.
He
Much maturity now.
He had 10 catches, 140
Something
yards,
like
give or
that.
take.
Something like
I
that.
think he's less than a year off of the ACL.
That's
And he's
crazy.
flying around. He looks
know.
like he played, 5 years ago. And I totally agree. And their chemistry just seems like it clicked immediately.
Yeah.
And hate, man, he hates Josh Allen, and you could see it. And hate fueled that game.
See that
was
picture? The picture of him.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
He came out and explained it. Listen, he said the right things. He's supposed to say.
Of course he did.
Like, but deep down,
caught him.
We know,
Yeah,
we
like-
know what was going on
Yeah,
there.
he got that look.
and it's crazy. I don't know. I just thought of this right now. I don't know any other sport where you land and who's throwing you the ball or who's your teammates matters to your career so much.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a number one pick in the NBA and you're nasty, we can pretty much drop you on any NBA team and you're going to put up numbers, you're going to be nasty.
Yeah.
If you're Marvin Harrison Jr. and all you have is Kyler Murray, you know what I mean? Like, it kind of depends on
hope
where
they have a good offensive line.
Yeah,
Hope that he doesn't
you know
get
what I
stopped
mean?
as
Yeah,
a quarterback.
You gotta hope that, the quarterback.
The
Quarterback doesn't go down week one, and like it's a lot of like. I think there's been a lot of top talent that's gone. Unfortunately, like anybody in Cleveland, like I'm at the point that like if you get drafted, if you're a top prospect in Cleveland, I'm like don't even talk to me. Like I'm pulling an Eli Manning. I'm not going.
Not going.
I don't blame you.
Like because it's just like at one point they came back 1999. They came back and they've never been successful. It's been 26 years.
Yeah.
And 40 quarterbacks later,
Crazy.
you see the guy who wears the Browns jersey, and it's like 40 different
He's running out.
quarterbacks
He's
on
running
it.
out of room.
And then
That's
I just
funny.
want to make one point to what you said, and then think of like a Matthew Stafford, right?
Yeah.
So the top yard receivers of all time is Calvin Johnson with Matthew Stafford,
Yeah.
right? Cooper Kupp, Matthew Stafford,
Yeah.
and now Puka's on track to do it, Matthew Stafford.
go.
So it's also the quarterback that you get that will sling the ball and throw it downfield and get it to you all the time
I
too.
know.
Because think 2 years ago, who knew who Puka was? I didn't know who he was in college.
Bro.
I never heard of him.
Never heard
I didn't
of
know
him.
who he was last year when he started the season.
Yeah, you're right.
I was when Cooper Kupp had that good year. I thought because I had him on my fantasy, I won a championship because of him.
A lot of people
I
did.
thought it was going to continue, and then Puka came out of nowhere. It took. Well, I think Cooper got hurt, but
Yeah.
Puka just took that
Yeah.
role completely from him. It's kind of
Yeah,
crazy.
that is exactly what happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like damn.
And then when he came
became one of my
back-
favorite receivers, and all of a sudden now I'm like,
Yeah, but now, and obviously he's a lot older, but now
Yeah.
he's in Seattle,
Yeah.
and he's the second or third receiver. Like he still has blips here where he looks great, but like
Yeah.
he's not catching 120 balls this
I know.
year.
I still got him on my fantasy.
I do too on both leagues.
Out of, out of respect, like thanks for the chip.
Yeah.
Well, it's a PPR. I'm waiting for him to get like his 12
So
catch
I'm
game.
not gonna lie, like out of Stephon, I don't think I expected. I expected like 100-yard games happens. You can get a 70-yard touchdown. You can break
Yeah.
out something. The 10 catches I think is more impressive than the yards.
They have to be really like quick, like little
'Cause
small short passes.
You're getting probably a dozen targets. And I didn't know Stephon Diggs was going to get a dozen targets a game coming into the season. I mean, we did lose.
He does a good job getting
He's a
open.
great route runner.
Yeah, his route
Yeah,
running is
very good.
He's
crazy.
good.
Yeah,
But Pats historically haven't been anybody who really feeds one receiver. We usually spread it. Even when like offense has been successful, it's always usually spread around. Tight ends get some good looks.
Tight ends.
Running backs get 7-8 fucking receptions a game.
Yeah.
And to see a receiver for the Patriots get 10 catches.
Yeah. And he's not a burner either. He's the guy that's going through the middle, and he's doing his digs and his sticks, and he's coming back to you all the time. He's taking hard hits. He's fighting for yards. Hunter Henry looks great too.
Yeah, he looks real good.
And now it looks like
Pause.
we might get to see the young guy, Trevion Henderson, because their second back is out for the season now, right?
That big Buckeye.
He's on my fantasy team, so I have some questions to ask Mike Vrabel.
Get him on the show.
Yeah.
I should call Mike up.
Questions for Mike.
Bro, like the first thing we seen him do in the Patriots uniform is take it to the crib
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
preseason game. It seems like every time he touches the ball, he does something explosive.
Yep. Lightning on the bottle.
Why is he not getting the ball?
I don't know,
Ramondre has 7 fumbles and 3 lost.
bro.
But-
And this is he's been doing this for years.
Week 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, come on now. At this point,
And the thing is, like, we lost Gibson early in that game.
Yeah.
And you would think, so you lose your one of your running backs already out for the year. Let's say during that week, you lose him for the game. Your other running back is fumbling every chance he gets.
Right.
And you got a stud young guy who you first round pick, right? Or second top.
Either first or second.
Yeah, top, one of the top.
I think second.
one of the best.
I don't understand.
Running backs out of the NCAA.
It reminds me of the Bijan Robinson thing a couple years
I
ago. It's
know.
like,
Second round, they took the lineman.
yeah, you're right. You're right. It reminds me of like Atlanta Falcons
Oh yeah, now
coaches apparently just being blind and like, dude, you got Bijan Robinson.
Right.
Why? Who's the receiver getting carries for the?
Well, actually, we're gonna use Cordell Patterson.
Cordell Patterson getting 8 carries a game. I'm like,
Yeah,
what?
as a receiver?
And Algier.
Yeah. It's just like, what in the world? I don't know what it is. Is it like, I want to be like, you, Vrabel, you're smarter than me. Maybe you know something I don't. Maybe his practices, maybe something, maybe he's working. Maybe it's something that like, listen, your turn's gonna come up.
We're gonna help develop.
I think they want to protect him. I feel like, like some top quarterbacks that come up and they let them sit behind the quarterback, like Aaron Rodgers.
Exactly.
Some of the best quarterbacks ever have sat behind people for a few years and then they come out and they're studs.
Right.
I feel like it might just be like trying to protect him a little bit, build confidence.
I get that.
Although we obviously want to see him because we're fans and he
But
is.
I don't think
he
we're
is a home run hitter.
think we're asking for 20 to 25 carries a game.
No, just
but
get
give
him the ball.
Give
handful.
him, make
5,
some
10,
plays.
15.
Give him once or twice a drive. Set up a play for him.
See what he does.
Put him on the slot. Put him anywhere. Just put him anywhere.
Yeah.
He's very good.
I don't think he's done kick returns either. Like, what the hell's going on?
Right, you're right. And then, I know you guys aren't as familiar with the Cowboys, but they have a very similar situation going on there with their new running back, Blue, who is one of the fastest ever combine times for a running back. But the guy they picked up from the Broncos, Javonte Williams, looks like one of the best in the league now. So that makes
out
a
of
little
nowhere,
more sense. Out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He looks amazing, but, it's not a similar scenario for the Patriots where, like you said, one guy's gone for the whole year.
Yeah.
Your other guy's fumbling every time he has the ball. Like, let's see this kid play, right?
Absolutely. And I think what happens sometimes is when you win games, you don't want to change things up.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the Eagles.
Yeah.
And now you see what's happening with them.
All right. I'm glad you brought this up. I was never a really Eagles hater. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The what do they call it? The butt shit.
The tush push.
Tush, whatever.
That was awful.
So literally, I've never been a parlay late. You're on the goal line. Do whatever you want to do. Do whatever you need to do.
Draw.
Do whatever it needs to do. Whatever you need to do, get that ball in front of that line. Do it. Until I watched yesterday's game. When these motherfuckers did that shit 5 times in a row.
Really?
Yes. It was awful.
From like the 6-yard line.
It was the most boring thing I've ever watched.
So when I saw that, I was just like, that's not football.
No.
Yeah.
That's like,
That's crazy.
Because I remember when they did the vote, they're like, oh, we can still do it. And I was like, yeah, go ahead. Those 3 minutes a game, 3 minutes that I watched that, changed my mind. I was like, that's not.
I felt exactly the same way that you just said.
Yeah.
And then when they show replays and all of the linemen are moving before the ball moves and they don't call that, they still allow that play to happen.
That's crazy.
They showed it in slow motion. Linemen moved well before the ball was snapped because they're trying to get underneath all the defensive linemen.
Yeah.
And, not only is that a questionable play, but now you're allowing a false start as well.
They got it. They got to switch.
It's going to be gone next year. I can't imagine many people enjoyed watching that, like you said.
Yeah, they definitely.
Goal line, I'm sure anybody with Barkley on their fantasy team is very upset right now.
Hello.
That's you. My opponent, I was so happy because I have Jalen Hurts too. So Jalen Hurts had like a 20-plus game. Barkley didn't. So it
the funny thing is, I think they had,
yes.
I think it was 1st and goal on the 5.
Yeah.
And they ran it every single time until they got it.
It was 4th and inches, and then they did the tush push, and then, it was like 3 or 4 straight downs they did it to score after that. It's just boring football, and it's eating the clock.
I missed it too. I didn't even.
It reminds me of like some 1950 shit.
Yeah.
I'm glad they lost, man.
I did too.
And speaking of that, man, I'm a Cowboys fan. That Giants team, man, they are exciting,
they're
man.
exciting, man.
I like
that
them.
little
Why?
That's the type of energy football should be played with.
Why before week 1 did I cut this dude? Did I drop this dude?
Scatterboo.
He was projected like 4 points, bro, week 1. You know what I mean? I was just like,
Tracy was
running back for the Giants.
Tracy.
And I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Wow. And the guy's gone to work ever since. But I did
3
pick
touchdowns.
pick up Rico from
Carolina.
So like that made me feel a little better. But I was just like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
I would have had him. Like what the like.
You know what I like about Scatterboo? Obviously, hard-nosed player, old-school player.
Yep.
I feel like he's already earned the respect of all of the defensive players. I've never seen, and I don't know if you picked up on this, I've never seen so many defensive players make a tackle on him and then pick up the opposite team's player. Yeah. The defense kept helping him up after. Yeah. I've never seen that.
You got to respect
so many
it,
times.
Man.
I think the league really likes him.
Yeah, man, because that's like he's for the young generation, he's leading by example
Yeah.
and like how you should be playing this game.
Yeah.
Like, we want to see that.
And
Real like
what
college locker room type.
What
yeah,
a lot of
you know,
what a
like-
lot of people like don't remember. New York, man.
Yeah.
He plays for New York. Everybody has eyes, even if it's still the Giants. Look. Who's the dude? Tommy, whatever, the Italian dude.
Yeah, DeVito.
DeVito.
Yeah.
He kept us.
Yeah.
If the same situation happened and he was playing for Seattle, you think he would have became?
Not even close.
It's New York.
Yeah.
So
You're
when you
right.
have a
That's a
running
great
back like
point.
that, and he's in New York and you're winning, oh, he's
a
gonna be
great
a star.
point. Yeah.
Let him have 2 or 3 more games of 100 yards and a couple touchdowns. He's on every magazine. He's
Yeah.
gonna be on billboards. He's gonna be on the Today Show.
He's already.
He's gonna be.
all-
You know what I mean?
You know,
That's why people want to go to New York.
Yes, last night, I never seen a player, just like a new player, get shared that much on my feed.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was like highlight after high school highlights, college highlight. Everything was popping up.
I
on his-
saw.
I was like,
Did you see the one where he's like banging his head on the
Yeah.
wall, and the player's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Just stretching out my neck."
Yeah.
The guy's like, "What the fuck?"
Did you see him and Ryan Fitzpatrick?
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was amazing.
I love it.
That was
Yeah,
amazing.
that's
I'm a
what
big Ryan guy.
That's what I'm talking about,
He's
like-
making that Giants team very and Jackson Dart too. Like them
Yeah.
both together and
Anakin
neighbors.
Skywalker.
And,
God,
you know,
ever see the
yeah.
meme where he's Anakin?
Abdul Carter, like they might have had the
Oh,
best
man.
draft out of any team
Duke
last
Carter's
year.
nice, too.
Yeah,
And it's funny because
In a
like
few years, they're gonna be
Yeah.
like,
you know
They're
how
gonna be a good team.
selective like
Neighbors.
everybody's on New York, like because they beat the Eagles.
yeah.
Completely forgetting last week they got slapped by the Saints.
I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The
Like
worst team in the league.
Yeah, exactly. So like.
I think they came off of a high winning the week before against the Chargers.
Sure,
You
yeah.
know, they probably came in. They're like, you know, you played down to the level of the team you're playing. Saints
Unfortunately,
are
yeah.
nobodies.
Well,
They
what's
thought
their-
they were
what's
going to
their
blow them
record
out. 2-4, but they could be 3-3.
They lost to the Cowboys.
They lost to the Cowboys. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was a crazy game. Yeah.
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 Russell
That's when Russell Wilson was
Other
there,
than the
swinging.
Saints, I think they've played pretty well every
played
game.
well,
They
yeah.
just obviously, you know, you
Yeah.
win some, you lose some.
Right. And then Malik Neighbors got hurt.
I mean, the next topic was going to be the biggest surprise so far, but it might be the Giants, right? At least the player.
As far as excitement level goes, for sure, I would say the Giants. As far as like a team that you would never expect to be where they are right now, I'd have to say it's the Colts and the old Giants quarterback.
Yeah,
right?
man.
I'd have to say the Colts. You know, they're playing lights out. Nobody expected it. Daniel Jones
Danny
is
Jones.
in the MVP conversation.
Crazy,
Where
right?
last year
Again.
he got booed out of New York. You know,
Yeah, right. That happens a lot where like
Yeah.
player or quarterback
Baker.
especially.
I think
another good
Baker
example.
Mayfield is literally the definition of like never quit because he was within, I think, a couple phone calls away from being out of the
oh
league.
for sure.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
now he's like one of the top, I think one of the top quarterbacks in the league,
I agree.
honestly.
You gotta
He's in
find
the
your-
MVP conversation
Yeah.
too. When OBJ's dad made the film of all the times that Baker missed him wide open,
Oh, yeah.
that's when everybody just kind of went, "Oh, maybe it is Baker." You
Yeah,
know?
right.
That's
I
crazy.
remember watching a Browns game because I'm a Ravens fan, so I watch a lot of. we play them a lot.
Yeah.
So freaking the whole game, I'm like, damn, they haven't thrown the OBJ one time.
Yeah.
And he was always open. I was like, jeez, he never gets the ball. Why does he? No receptions on the Browns, but
It's Cleveland, man.
Yeah.
It is Cleveland. It's a little-
Also, a good O line helps things too, and
Yeah.
that's the big difference with
Goes a
Daniel
long way.
Jones is he's getting protected now. You know,
Yeah.
he always showed flashes, but you know he was getting concussions and neck injuries and all sorts of things that he wasn't staying on the field.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
of concussions and neck injuries, I just want us all to say a little prayer for Joe Flacco because he's starting
Oh, boy.
oh snap!
for the Cincinnati Bengals.
I don't think he's practiced yet, has he?
Probably the worst line in the league, and the guy's like 43 years old. God bless him.
Yeah.
Because Lord, are you going to be absolutely?
I had a fantasy
Yeah.
football chat, and they were like, somebody was just saying, "Oh, I'm not. Never mind. T. Higgins not on the block anymore," and all this. I'm like, they're excited about it. I'm like, bro, he just got benched on the Browns.
I know.
Yeah.
Like going to like he's not doing anything on the Bengals this
No.
year.
No, he's not mobile at all.
Yeah.
But he will sling it.
Yeah.
You know, he'll sling it. He'll take
gonna have
chances,
to.
That's still Joey Flacco.
You know,
He's still better than a lot of these rookies that kind of
and
like
he keeps finding a job.
Yeah,
you know,
somehow.
so teams obviously see something in him,
yeah. He got that ring.
and he's got a ring with the
Yeah.
Ravens. Yeah, yep.
A lot of experience.
forgot about
he
that.
probably knows the like. How could you not
Yeah.
at this point know the game like a genius?
Honestly, didn't he do that for the Colts a couple years ago? He went on a little run.
Yeah, man. That's what kind of
offensive line is completely trash. But you do got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Throw it up.
just throw it.
Throw it. They'll find it.
That and what does he have to lose? You know,
Nothing,
he's very
nothing.
close to retirement. He's not
Nothing.
working for a big contract. Like,
If
go out there and
I'm
sling
him,
it.
I'll go for a Jameis Winston, a 30 touchdown, 30 interception season.
Why not? And speaking of that, I can't understand how teams aren't calling for him. How did the Bengals not call for Jameis Winston? You know?
I was surprised out of all the backup quarterbacks,
He's on
they
the
went for the
Giants?
oldest
Yeah.
Joe Flacco. He's on the Giants,
Yeah.
chilling.
He's third or whatever.
Russell Wilson looked horrible, but maybe, you know.
Did you see how mad Dayball was when Russell Wilson had to go in for 2 plays? He
see
went
it.
to the blue tent and checked for Jackson.
Are you
Dart.
good? Because this shit's getting
He
crazy.
started arguing with the doctor.
That's crazy. No, Russell's just collecting a check. I think we all knew that before
Yeah,
we went to
I
New York.
agree.
That he's collecting-
I definitely thought he was gonna have a good season this year after that first
Really?
game.
Well, he
Just
blew up
only-
against the Cowboys.
I was just like, geez,
so does everybody.
He still
Yeah.
got it.
I know.
Yeah.
All of a
got
sudden, that changed
flashes.
so fast.
That's what happens when you get older. You're still the consistency is the one that
Yeah.
just drops. You can't do it as much as you can. You can still have. It's like an old NBA player. You could probably drop 40 one game.
Yeah.
Like I think, remember Jay Williams? He's the college basketball announcer, played for Duke.
Yeah.
He's like, I could still play. Like I could play 12. I could play 16, 18 games and
Yeah.
average 25. I just can't play the 82.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
That makes sense.
it's his career. The way it went out was awful. Motorcycle accident. Like he seemed like he was the next up and coming guy.
Yeah.
He reminded me a lot of Dwayne Wade, and that's it.
But it's
See
a
you
big
later.
like. I know we talked about it. The NFL that matters the situation, but he got drafted right after Jordan, and they're like, "Here, figure it out."
He was supposed to take he was before D Rose supposed to take the Bulls to the next.
And most people know Jay Williams as the guy on TV being an announcer, but
Yeah.
champion, player of the year, like
I definitely think motorcycle.
the only reason he wasn't drafted number 1 is because China produced a fucking cyborg named Yao Ming, and he went number 1. Like that's the
Yeah.
only. Did you hear the story that like I don't know if this is true. I might be making shit up. You know how the internet is these days. I read it.
Oh, yeah.
That the government made his parents have a baby.
Yao Ming's parents.
Yes.
Never heard that.
That doesn't surprise me.
Like literally, I think it was like one of the tallest man and one of the tallest woman. Like, and China's like, listen,
Really?
we need y'all to.
I thought they was in the lab trying to genetically create the best basketball player.
I think mine's a little more possible than yours. Like,
I thought it was the same thing. That's not the same thing.
no, I think
Like
they-
so, this person was going to try to.
yeah, but they actually
like,
like you
in
guys
the
get
lab.
married and consensually. I don't think they actually like little blood shit and trying to like.
I've never
I,
even heard that.
I think it might be the internet stuff. You when you scrolling, you're like,
You
huh.
never know what's real anymore.
No, that's the problem.
Made in
Who
the
do y'all
lab.
think will be who was the biggest disappointment this year? Either team or
Oh,
player.
I think I know who, and he's not going to like this
I
one.
don't know. I was going to have the same answer.
The Ravens.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they don't look good
He's
at
out
all.
next week again. Lamar
He is
Jackson.
out. They put him
Yeah.
out. Ooh, Cooper
Yeah.
Rush again.
I know.
Here's the problem.
And the whole defense, like, the whole defense is out. I think 26 out of,
Yeah.
23 out of 56 players. or something
Unfortunately,
like that.
there's just some years where just like I think Cincinnati had a year a couple of years ago like that
But
where everybody's hurt.
We're lucky to have the Bengals and the Browns right now in our division. So,
Yeah,
so we have
they always have a chance.
We still have like
Yeah.
a chance. The Steelers are playing pretty solid, but
They got Aaron Rodgers a quarterback. Honestly,
there's always a chance. I think
There's a chance.
It's long enough of a season for us to change.
but look at it.
The
look-
hard part of the schedules in the beginning.
But look
for
at the
us.
whole NFL landscape. The Giants and the Chiefs have the same record right now.
I was gonna say the Chiefs as well, yeah, because they have all their pieces there. The Ravens
And yeah,
don't.
Chiefs have no injuries. I mean, I'm sure they have a little couple people.
They
out
just
there.
had the Rasheed Rice incident, but Tyquan Thornton is playing
funny 'cause,
lights
like,
out too.
They talk about Rasheed Rice like fucking Randy Moss is coming back next week.
I know.
Like
Yeah.
I'm like, I remember him. Like I don't like he's all right, but like I don't think
Like,
he's a
Pat Mahomes just needs like an 85 overall, and he'll be all right. You know, like he doesn't need the superstar, but like
But it's funny. I know they've been in the Super Bowl the last few years, but realistically, they really haven't looked like the Super Chiefs in a couple years.
No,
I know.
Even the year they won against the 49ers, they didn't look great.
Yeah.
Pat
Yeah.
Mahomes was just good enough to figure it out.
He just has that will to win that's on
Right.
another level.
He
That's
just
like,
makes the incredible plays, but they're not throwing the deep ball. Ever since Tyreek Hill left, they don't throw the deep ball anymore. They don't have a deep ball guy.
Poor Tyreek, man.
Oh, that was awful. That was
That
awful.
guy's-
I honestly, I'm not a Chiefs fan, but he deserves to be there. I think he would make them a contender immediately if he can get back there somehow.
I don't know if he plays.
You don't think so?
comes back from that.
He did come out, and obviously it's him saying it, but he did come out and say that he was going to be ready for the beginning of the season next year. But,
Man,
high
that,
hopes.
That
right?
medical report I
Yo,
heard.
I'll tell you right now. I know it's a different sport. I know. Just off seeing Jason Tatum lately.
Yeah.
We'll get to that
Anything's
later.
possible.
I think any at this point because
He
they have
dunked yesterday.
Yeah,
You
man.
saw that?
But the thing about Tyreek Hill is so much of his game is based on his
Yeah,
speed.
for sure.
That I don't know if you don't have that top speed. I don't think he's the greatest route runner. He's small. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He might. I don't know what he looks like next season.
Yeah, that's a good point. He's fast and he has great hands and great vision, but I agree with everything else. And you hope that someone's career doesn't end like that because he's a great player.
No, he's gonna. I've watched. He's gonna recover and he's gonna have Instagram videos of him on the track running sprints and showing
Man,
people.
I'm tired of seeing.
I still got
I'm
it.
tired of seeing off-season workouts from players.
Zion.
Yeah,
Zion look good.
Yeah,
But
listen.
Everybody looks good in the offseason. Damn it.
Everybody loses 40 pounds or something.
Ben Simmons and Zion for the last 5 off seasons.
Oh,
Every
look at his
offseason,
jump shot he got. He finally. Giannis has been a good shooter, I
Yeah.
guess, for the past 5 off seasons.
Yeah.
But
Doesn't take a jump shot when the season starts.
yeah.
So with these, who went down? There's players that went down. We haven't a lot the last couple of weeks. Neighbors went down.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill went
Yep.
down.
We mentioned James Conner.
James Conner went down. I don't know if all of them happened on turf. I know Neighbors did. So is it time to really look at turf? We clearly see every player. I've never heard one player say something positive about turf.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, they should be doing their research and figuring something.
No, they know it's a money thing.
Yeah.
Turf is easier to maintain.
Right. And so turf you're faster on as well. It's a more electric game. If you think back of the Rams, the greatest show on turf,
You're right.
They were one of the only teams back
Yeah.
then that was on turf. It's a faster paced game. It looks better. That's
Yeah.
smoother cuts. But the chances of injuries are a lot higher. You don't get a lot of bounce back from turf.
I was going to ask you. I think you've played on turf a bunch, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
why is turf more of an injury problem than playing on regular field?
Yeah, and exactly like I just mentioned is you don't get the bounce back. If you
Yeah.
make one misstep, if you make a misstep on grass, well, it gives you a little bounce back
you
from the dirt and the grass because
that height.
it's absorbing the move that you're making, and that doesn't happen in turf. So if you make
Yeah.
one misstep on turf, the chance of injury is elevated.
Buckles.
Yeah. I prefer playing on turf personally only because we're not playing on perfectly manicured grass fields when I go and play.
Yeah.
In the NFL, it's a perfect grass field.
Yeah.
If you're playing on a field like that, grass all day,
Yeah.
right? And the chances of injuries are a lot lower, of course.
Do you play with cleats?
I play with cleats, yeah. My cleats, so, I make a lot of hard cuts. So the cleats that I wear are called the Adidas Freaks,
Yeah.
and they actually have points that come out of the sides as well. So if I end up like this, the cleats still stick into the ground.
Oh, snap. That's
yeah,
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Damn.
they're slip-ons. They're really nice cleats. I love them. Yeah,
That's dope.
but again, a perfectly manicured grass field around here, I would choose 10 out of 10 over a turf field any day.
Yeah.
That's just around where we play. That's not happening. You're playing on a dirt field, with
Yeah.
rocks all over the place. So I
Right.
choose turf.
Yeah, no, I don't blame you.
Talk about injury. I think it's time to bring up Tatum. It gets to the point where I think modern medicine is getting crazy. Cause
Modern
I
knowledge,
said it
too.
in the last episode. Everything aligned absolutely the way it had to after Tatum's injury for it to happen. But he's still way ahead of his schedule.
for sure.
Even because he got literally from what I've been hearing, the quickest surgery
Within 24 hours.
that's
Yeah.
unheard of.
Yeah.
Unheard of. I think the doctor just happened to be in the area, just everything lined up perfectly. Still supposed to be 9 to 12 month recovery, and that fucker is dunking.
Yeah.
Just dunked it. I was so scared when he was hanging off the rim.
When he came down.
I'm not like. Are you? I don't even know. I don't. Even know. I was like,
that
so
video
nervous.
would not been out if you imagine you see him.
Right.
Because that impact of just landing, like from a
Yeah.
dunk.
So so the same. I must have read the same thing you saw. And it said also that doctor had like a different way, like a new theory of how Achilles repairs should be.
Yeah.
And obviously Jason Tatum trusted him. The Celtics trusted him enough to do it. It looks like it's paying off.
Yeah.
Realistically,
And he's young too. So
if you a target date where you think you will actually see Jason Tatum play on the court.
I know everybody's trying to push for like, oh, take your time. But the way it's looking, the way he's
You're
doing
gonna
his
say something
rehab,
crazy.
He does not look like someone that's gonna wait to the end of the season or no. He's gonna as soon as possible, as soon as he feels good and feels, he's gonna try to get in there. Yeah, I think so. So maybe like January.
I was thinking January.
I think it really depends on their record.
Yeah.
I think if they come out and they're playing well and they have a chance to get to, a high seed, then, he comes back sooner than if they're not playing well and maybe they tank.
There's an opposite side to that argument. Because no matter, look, he looks great. Doesn't matter. Like, the day you come back on the court, there's going to be rust. There's just going to be.
Yeah.
So if you have a team that's rolling, do you want to like ease them in and then the kind of the chemistry messes up? Or wouldn't it be better maybe, because I don't expect a lot from the Celtics this season. I don't. It's the Eastern Conference, so who knows? You know what I mean? Like, they could be
good.
They could be a top five.
They looked really good, yeah, but it's preseason.
Yeah, I didn't even watch the highlights. I'm like, I'll wait
They
till
play
JB.
tonight as well.
Yeah,
against, the Knicks,
JB
I
was
believe.
JB and
Yeah, if JB has a crazy season, then
Derek White was Derek Whiting.
But I think it might be easier that if the Celtics have a bad season, that you bring them in and there's no expectations. You're playing them. You start at maybe 15 minutes a game, 20, and you go up.
Be
And then,
realistic though. Celtics are not going to do that purposely.
no, I'm not. I didn't say purpose.
I think they're going to give it their all. I think they're going to do still.
No, I'm not. I'm not talking about nobody
With
tanking. We're not talking
Missoula?
about tanking.
Yeah.
But let's be real. The roster is not what the roster was. Like I don't think that's not a championship roster.
No.
Even
It's not a
with
it's not a
Tatum
championship.
playing, I don't think that's a championship roster. At full,
I can't say because
yeah.
anytime you have Tatum and JB,
Yeah,
those
that's
type of
tough,
superstars
yeah.
on your team, it's always a chance.
And then the other players that level up,
Yeah.
I think Keita's going to be a really good
I
player. It
know.
looks like Luka Garza is going to be
Yeah,
good.
double-double.
Hugo Gonzalez looked really good.
Couple blocks, man. He's
Yeah,
looking real
they
good.
have a lot of role Bouchard. They have a lot of role players that I think are going to fit really well. And
like it's like when you build chemistry for years,
Yeah.
you
together.
know what the
like,
Celtics would need? Not need, but it would be nice. Like an Austin Reeves that comes out of nowhere. Like the Lakers just had Austin Reeves, and all of a sudden he became.
I
Like,
think
a
Gonzalez
decent-
can start not like Austin Reeves, but like
Scrappy.
in his own way, come up and like surprise a lot of
Yeah.
or become a fan favorite. For
yeah, I think he will too. Maybe
right.
not this year. He's only 19 years old,
Yeah.
same age as Jason Tatum was when he was a rookie.
Right.
And they kind of eased him in, even though he was the number 3 pick overall.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's scrappy, man. He had 2 blocks in the game, And what I liked about that team so far is they were all fighting for each other. Every time someone hit the ground,
Yeah.
they were running over, picking them up.
Yeah.
I think they're definitely a us against the world mindset this season.
Yeah, and Missoula is that kind of guy. I don't think
Man,
he's
he's gonna-
allowing them to think that they're not going to be a great
Exactly.
team.
He mind fucked. You heard that whichever team wins, he makes run. Like he rewards
Yeah.
you with
Yeah,
running.
yeah. They want
I heard Jaylen Brown talk about yo, bro, he's running us to the ground.
Yeah.
He's like, it sucks, but he's like, no, that's what I want to do. I want to be a faster team.
Right.
But he's like, we haven't even seen a basketball. Like we've literally on some.
Think about how condition. There's okay, we don't have all the pieces right now, but we're gonna be the most conditioned team in this
Yeah.
league. Like they're gonna be ready for the season for sure. I think.
Sam Cassell, who's been in the league for almost 40 years, said it was the hardest training camp he's ever seen.
I believe
Yeah.
it.
That's
Why?
awesome. I love it.
Why has Sam Cassell not got a head coaching job yet?
Great question.
I don't
That is awesome. That is
understand
crazy.
it.
Yeah.
The NBA is such a boys club kind of
Yeah.
it's weird because it's like
It's especially look how many coaches are getting fired on the regular.
Yeah.
It's like, how don't we at least give him a chance?
I mean, you also got to ask the question, like, is he putting himself out there too?
True.
I think he's done interviews.
But he could be just being loyal to the
Yeah.
Celtics because they just want a ring.
Yeah, he seems like he's really enjoying his time there, and you know, obviously I can't speak for him, but just
Yeah, I believe it. I can't imagine like any assistant coach or anybody in the coaching not wanting to be a head
agree.
coach. You know what I mean? Like you want.
He probably knows he's gonna get there, I guess, or like
You never know, man. Like shit.
probably comfortable where he. But it's a lot of times like he made a lot of money as a player his whole life. So he probably not.
I think when you're a coach, I don't think money has anything.
I don't
He's
think
not
it's too
chasing the bag by being head coach. I think he wants anybody. I would think wants shit. I would love to lead a team. Like you know what I mean? Anybody would.
Would you as assistant coach, if you're championship contention every year, you just got a ring. Would you leave assistant coach
Absolutely.
position for
Absolutely.
Hornets
Right away. Right away.
coaching?
No, I wouldn't
One
think
that's
twice.
clearly gonna fail. Like you're probably a year out, maybe 2 years out.
You gotta take your shot.
You couldn't, yeah.
yeah,
Or do you keep on winning rings with the?
I see both sides to that. Obviously,
Yeah.
you don't want to tarnish your legacy, but however, look at the other side. Like, what if you go to that team and then they turn it around?
turn it around.
And now you're the man. Like now you're one of the great coaches in the
So-
league.
Yeah,
The Warriors, you can call them a dynasty, right?
yeah, for sure.
Who's their assistant coaches?
Wasn't it Mike Brown at one point?
I'm not sure right
Oh,
now.
like, right
But
now.
that's my
Is that
point.
the point
Exactly.
you're
Yeah,
making?
exactly.
Yeah, great
Like,
point.
what?
Yeah.
Like that's not.
Yeah.
No one remembers assistant coaches
Yeah.
when you talk about championship. It's cool. You get your nice rings. You got your camaraderie. I can't say that word.
That's a great point. Camaraderie.
That's a tough one. That's a tough
Try
one.
to spell it.
Yeah, not a chance. But yeah, a heartbeat. I think most assistant coaches would. You got the opportunity to coach your own team.
Yeah.
Do your own thing. And if you fail, back to being assistant coaches. Like look at Mike Brown, good example. Oh, I couldn't do this. All right. He did it. He did it twice.
Yeah.
He was head coach, went back to assistant coach, went head coach, assistant coach. Now he's the head coach of the Knicks. You gotta get to that step first. Even if you fail,
Yeah.
I would.
You connect with something like the Celtics is like
No, I feel it.
the
You just
connection. You guys probably chemistry. Everything's perfect.
man, you gotta
Yeah.
remember. You gotta remember.
And he
it's- that's
finished
like-
his career in Boston,
it's a
didn't he?
business, man.
Yeah,
You gotta remember.
I know,
he-
but to win
won a ring
championships,
with
you
them.
need that other side. You need the chemistry and the energy side of things.
yeah, but like
You could have
as assistant coach,
Brooklyn Nets.
as assistant coach, you could have the greatest season. What if someone throws a crazy bag of Missoula? I don't think he's the type to ever leave the Celtics for a bag, but let's just use an example. Someone throws a crazy bag of Missoula, he goes somewhere else. A new coach comes in, Cassell might be out of a job.
Yeah.
There goes your legacy.
So we should pick them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Brad
anytime
Stevens-
a new coach comes in, I don't want these. I want my own squad.
Right.
Or they can give Sam Cassell the job,
Yeah. Which could happen too.
which happened to Joe Mazzulla.
I think Brad Stevens has a lot of leverage in Boston by all the trades and things that he's
Yeah.
done. So
Yeah.
I think he kind of hand picks who he wants and where he goes. Like, look at Udoka. You know,
Yeah.
great coach. No one really knows what happened, but something happened. And then all of a
They
sudden,
never really got to the
you know,
details of it. It's
but Sam
funny.
Cassell was there with him too. You
Yeah.
know, and he stuck around. I just think, you
I
know,
think
Maybe he's a
good-
Brad Stevens.
You know
guy.
what
He's like-
upsets me? Like, I don't want you to say luck. I don't want to use that word, but I'm gonna use it. Celtics are lucky they won a championship because I think we dropped the bag with firing Ime. I think like the fact that he went to Houston and we know what Houston was before, and we looked at him like, damn, he's gonna turn that shit around, and he fucking did. And he was
Yeah.
second seed. He's an
Second seed.
amazing coach.
Yeah.
Listen,
No, he's a great coach.
we're not gonna talk about what he did.
that grit.
You know what I mean? I'm not gonna talk about Ime did in Celtics, but he didn't kill nobody.
Right.
He didn't do a crime.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's just kind of like
Yeah,
I miss him a little bit.
I miss him too. I like.
I'm not
both
gonna
of
lie to
them.
you.
I like both of them.
I know it's
But
it's whatever now because we won a
I'm
championship.
such a Ime is such a defensive minded. I'm so defensive minded when it comes to
Yeah.
basketball teams. Like, I think that's the way it needs to be played. Grit, really like dog energy.
Yeah. So with the Celtics, so I would like to say that this season, all the Celtics players could just play free. because there's no expectations. But unfortunately, we live in Boston.
Yeah.
And Boston fans don't care.
No. We're not going to give him a free year.
That's. I want to give him. I want to give him a free year.
I don't even think they're giving themselves a free year.
They're not supposed to. That's not their
Right.
job. They're supposed to play as hard as they can to win.
I think
But-
they're still expecting first seed.
That's fine. They can expect whatever they want. But I kind of want to talk to Celtics fans like patient.
Yeah.
Like patience.
Oh, you're gonna be surprised this year. I feel.
Then surprise us.
I do think they're going to be a gritty team that's there at the end. You
Yeah.
know, are they a championship team? Probably not, but I think they'll be there, and I think they can surprise some people for sure. Payton Pritchard, he's going to level up. Like,
Yeah.
let's be honest. He went from bench player to sixth man to what this year?
Starter.
You know, all-star?
I'm still a little
Who
nervous
knows?
about that. Just
You think
because,
so?
so his job as a sixth man, come in, shoot.
Yeah.
Now you're a starting guard, which means you got to guard their starting guard, which is their, and Pritchard's not the biggest guy, and we got 6'5", 6'6" guards. He's gonna. He's,
Pritchard's a dog.
now they're gonna circle him on the game plan, or we're just gonna attack him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just.
His defense has gotten a lot better.
Oh, he's gritty,
over
but
the
like
years.
there's only so much you could do. It's like a Jalen Brunson. Like Jalen Brunson is
Yeah,
not
that's a great
bad
example,
at
yeah.
defense. Like
Yeah.
he's not like he's not trying to guard
You're
him, but
gonna
you're a
go
miniature
after
guy.
him.
That's why I believe the Knicks will never win anything. Is because it's very hard to win when your best player is 6 foot tall and shorter.
Yeah.
That's tough.
No, you're
and
right.
this day and age, when like, who's a team? I think one team I was looking at, they're like there was nobody on the starting five under like 6'7". I forgot what squad it was.
Probably San Antonio.
Something like
they
that.
average like 6'8" right now.
You know what I mean? Something like so.
Yeah.
You're like if you're 6 foot tall, like yes, in this regular season, you're gonna score your numbers. When it comes to playoff times and everything tightens up,
Yeah. Yeah. You're looking for matchups and you're looking for weaknesses in the playoffs.
and then when you got a 6 foot starting
Yeah.
guard, you gotta attack them.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm afraid of, Peyton Pritchard.
We gotta beat it. We gotta beat it with team defense. That's the best. That's the only way. to
Yeah,
do it.
they're a very good switching team as well. But the problem with switching is they'll have to switch him on to the long forward shooting guard or
Yeah.
the shooting forward or
Yeah.
whoever it may be that he's just not going to have the range to cover.
Luckily, we have people like Derek White.
And I'm afraid of
JB's a dog too. He can play defense.
losing Al.
I
Like
know.
he was a big voice. He was a big voice.
Yeah, that was tough.
And
As a leader, yeah.
And I seen people tweet like, "Oh, he like turned his back." Like, stop it. Celtics were not going to offer him a contract. What do you want? What do you want me to do? Not play anymore?
Right.
Like, what? Guy needs a job. He's like, go play somewhere else.
Yeah.
Like, be appreciative. I
I
don't
think he's the perfect fit in Golden State.
Oh
too.
my God, I do too.
He's going to get
Listen.
wide open three after wide.
Yeah,
open
yeah.
three all game.
I think we're gonna wait maybe a couple weeks to do our predictions, but. Man, I wouldn't be surprised to see Golden State in the
Yeah.
finals, man.
I think they're the oldest team in the league right now
If they
too.
stay, I don't even stay healthy the entire year. If you're just healthy at the right time,
Yeah. Definitely, health is definitely gonna.
Yeah.
Whoever.
And they got Steph's brother up there too, who's one of the top percentage 3-point shooters in all
they're
time.
a good. They're a good
They're
team.
gonna light it up.
You seen they swap jerseys?
Oh, they did?
Yeah, just
Oh,
to
I
mess
didn't-
with everybody.
Oh, cool.
I see the joke where like there's gonna be so many kids in Christmas that are
Yeah.
disappointed because they got a Seth Curry jersey by mistake.
So Stephen Curry came out with the 31 instead of the 30. They switched their jerseys.
that's
and
funny.
That's funny.
No, that's
Just to mess
cool.
with everybody.
Speaking of Golden State, Aisha, stop doing interviews.
Oh my God.
Stop doing interviews.
Yeah.
Like, listen, you can feel however you want to feel, but keep that inside your house.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like stop it.
I would be so embarrassed.
Like,
Oh,
just
man.
stop. Like, if I'm Steph Curry, I'm looking at you like, what else do you want me to do?
You don't see LeBron James' wife doing stuff. Well, she has her own show too, but she don't cross no.
I get where she's coming from a little bit with like, yeah, I never had a life to myself, but like, shit, if my girl was in the WNBA, actually no, WNBA don't pay. Somewhere where she had made a lot of money and she was a star, I'd have no problem.
Yeah.
I'd be Mr. Clean at the house. I'd have an apron and everything.
I would too.
Like, there's no problem. So why can't she be like, yo, I hit the jackpot.
Right.
My husband is the greatest shooter of all time.
Like, come
My
on.
kids are taken care of. Everything's fine. I can get anything I want. I can get vacation anywhere I want. Anything
Yeah.
possible
like, damn it,
money-wise.
You should have.
But
But
damn
damn
it.
struggle and
Yeah,
work for.
but I wanted to be like.
Yeah.
The only reason that we are even talking about her or care what she says is because her last name is Curry.
Yes.
If it wasn't for him, nobody
crazy.
would even know who she was.
Right.
You know, so for her to come out and just say all the things that she's been saying is embarrassing.
It is.
It's truly
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
It's like you got to represent better than that. And like, they're probably someone's gonna ask Curry. I'm waiting to see Curry's response to all this. But some reporter's gonna be, oh, how do you feel about?
He's gonna take the high road. That's just who he is. You know,
No,
So he's awesome.
he's got to
so
be.
cool.
He's got to be feeling it.
He got a
though.
lot of.
Yeah.
He got a. People don't really fuck with Steph Curry. Media don't fuck with him like
No.
that. You know what I mean? They usually leave him alone with shit like that.
He's
If that was Anthony Edwards or somebody.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That'd be the first question the next day.
right. You've never heard a bad thing about Steph, and you only see good things that he does for the kids and the elderly people
it's
at
just
the
kinda like,
games. and
why-
he's
like-
just like the all-American guy. You know,
Yeah.
Like, stop. Like,
it's sad.
I was going to say.
Curry doesn't give him
I was going to say
anything.
wives shouldn't do interviews. I don't want to say that. But it's just like. We don't need to hear from you. Like, we don't really, like, if you want to do, look, if you want to do your own thing in your own space, you want to have a little podcast, you want to do your own thing, cool. But other than that, I don't, like, you shouldn't be answering questions about your personal life, anything that would make, like,
we got a podcast. How often we talk about personal stuff?
I try.
Never.
Sometimes I want to bleep out anytime I say my kid's name or my girl's name
Yeah.
by accident. I want to bleep it out just because, like, it's not,
I never that.
I don't speak, like, yeah, like, so why am I
Personal
going to,
stuff I keep out of it.
Right.
but, you know,
Leave it at
she
home.
wants to be seen.
Clearly, yeah.
She said too. She's like she can't. She just says what's on her mind. Like she can't.
No filter.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should probably start doing interviews. Then.
Yeah.
Probably. Or, you know,
Hey.
do some media training.
Imagine I said everything else on my mind. It's like
We
what?
wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, it's like what? It's like what? You gotta like stop
All
yourself,
right.
stop yourself a little.
It's been about a year since you've been here, which means I think right before we were here, you were about to have 3 new additions to your family.
Yep.
A year later, how's it going?
Yeah.
So like you said, I think I had just found out that I was having triplet girls when I came on the show, and my attitude wasn't great. Let's be honest. You know, I still want to say, and obviously, you know, any guy, especially having
course.
3 tries, would want to have a boy, have your name live on. But honestly, man, it's awesome.
It's fun, man.
I enjoy it a lot.
I saw they ran the first 5K a couple days ago.
Yeah, they ran a 5K. They didn't run. They were being
Hey.
lazy, but
We'll get that.
but no, it's honestly it's great. And I was telling him right before the show started, like they're at the point where, you know, they're crawling and they're standing up, and
Yeah.
like, you know, I'll go lay like in the room with them, and they'll all crawl to me and climb on me, and I'm doing like a little wrestling and like tossing them
that's
around,
dope.
and they love it, and
Yeah.
it's so cool. And they're great. You know, their personalities. They have all different personalities.
That's
2 are
awesome.
identical, but they're completely different. So the day that I found out I was having all girls, I think I mentioned this last time, I literally cried in my car.
Yeah, I would too.
I didn't talk to anybody for at least a full day. You know, what was me, like, you know, all the things, like my name's not going to live on, like, you know, some things that were true and some
Yeah.
things that I was fabricating in my mind.
Yeah.
But now a year later, they're 1 year and 1 month old, and they're great, man. And I really look forward to them getting old and older and being able to play
That's dope.
sports. And
Yeah.
you know, the opportunities for girls and women in sports, especially my favorite sport, flag football, is incredible. And
It's
you know,
grown a lot.
they're going to be in the position, hopefully, to, you know, really utilize and take advantage of that. I said this last time on the show, and I still mean it. I can't teach them science. I can't teach them math.
Yeah.
I can teach them sports. So that's, you know, me and Katie are both athletes. So, you know, we're hoping and assuming
I mean,
that's
yeah.
what they're going to take up. We go to a swim club every Friday. So
There
we
you
bring
go.
them to the Marblehead YMCA, and they go swimming
spot.
there, and they love it.
Yeah.
You know, they have little toy footballs that we throw around with them, and they have, like, you know, every time I have a football game and they come, they're wearing their football onesies. And, like,
There you go.
So it's cool, man. Like
Yeah.
it's been a great experience so far, and it's only going to get better. You
That's
know?
dope.
Right.
It's funny. I think one of the last things the late Kobe Bryant gave to us before he passed was he made being a girl dad cool. I don't remember before him where that was cool.
Yeah.
Not that everybody was like, damn, like, you know what I mean? But it wasn't like I never saw like people crowd. Like a bunch of my boys, Mike, Nick, all of them, oh, girl dads. Mike has another girl coming. He's ecstatic about it. So it's like, but that's the cool that all these guys, girl dad, and it's.
Yeah, it was cool to see how he was coaching that girls team.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's dope.
Bringing a lot of excitement behind
before, like,
girls basketball.
You're right. Like I mean, obviously, I have a son, so. But where was I going with this?
That it's cool to be a girl dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
With Kobe having, his daughter and coaching her AAU team, and what were they, the Lady Mambas? Was that Mamacitas?
Yeah.
Something like that. And that's where I see myself. I see,
dope.
hopefully
Think about,
see them coaching them throughout their years too,
Like how much you work out, your DNA, genetics.
Yeah.
Well, they're just gonna they're not gonna
know.
know anything different.
Yeah.
Right.
They're gonna think that's normal. That
Their environment.
every adult works out. Every adult goes to the gym every day as their profession. They're gonna learn. They're gonna grow up with
I
that.
agree.
So
Yeah.
sport is an activity for us because we had to do it. Sport's gonna be life for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I really look forward to it.
That's dope.
That's what I'm looking forward to most is coaching and teaching them the things that I love and sharing things that hopefully we both love together.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Rec Fitness can't have you come on here without giving us an update. How things going? Things we need to know. Things that are coming up.
Yeah. So we had opened a second. No, we didn't open the second. We were just talking
about
about it.
Just
Yeah.
about to.
So we opened a second location. We opened, I believe, last November, so we're almost at a year. Do you remember the old Strike One building
Yep.
on Route 1? So we're there in Danvers. We still have our Beverly location as well.
Oh, nice.
And things are going really well.
That's great.
We still do all the free camps that we do year round.
Dope.
The DA's office, Paul Tucker, funds camps for us. And we run them. So 2 or 3 times a year, we run camps that are completely free for all the kids that join, 100 to 200 kids. The last one we did at Manning had 200 kids. And what we try to do is, seek kids that otherwise wouldn't be able to afford to do things like this. And give them a week of, fun and skills and
absolutely.
learning and things like that. So very grateful to be able to do those. The Danvers location is huge. We have a boot camp area, and then we have like a flag football area, turf area that we do all sorts of skills training and things like that. For anybody who doesn't know what we do at Reck, we do adult classes, kids classes, athlete training, personal training, flag football, a little bit of everything. Really, whatever somebody's looking for, that's what we offer. And we're having an open house on Sunday, October 26th, where we're offering some free classes. We have a bunch of cool vendors that are going to be there with us.
Cool.
And everybody's invited. We'd love to see you guys there.
Yep, this episode will be out before then. So
Perfect. So even if you're not interested in trying classes and you just want to kind of come see the space, or everybody's welcome.
So
And
October 26th?
October 26th, the morning of October 26th. I believe the first class is at 9. It's either 8 or 9, and we're running it from 8 to 12.
Dope.
So yeah, it's going really well, and we haven't even been open for a year, so things are definitely rolling, and hopefully continue going the way they're going, and we'll have a great location there too.
Nice.
That's dope.
That's good. That's why I love sports. The things that
It's
the free classes.
I know.
For kids
Yeah.
and,
It kind of like half of me wants to be a hater
what do you mean?
because stuff like this wasn't around
I know.
when I was young.
I know.
So it's just kind of like, damn, you guys have all the opportunities, and especially when I see all these kids not caring and not being a part. It's like, dude, there's so many like imagine us. Growing up from the point where our parents didn't take us anywhere, we love you, mom and dad. But then, you know what I mean? They weren't like, you know what it is?
They didn't have the means.
Yeah.
It's not that
Means
they
and
didn't
just
want to.
they didn't know. They didn't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
We have
You know how
immigrant
bad I wanted
parents.
to be on like a basketball camp. I never was in no basketball camp.
We didn't know any better.
The AAU teams, they didn't want to pay for no AAU teams. Didn't matter. I
So
still
now,
got-
actually, I'm a little bit hating, but also damn, that's dope. Look
Yeah.
how much stuff is available for you
Right.
guys. You know what I mean?
And the majority of the kids appreciate it. But not every kid understands that this isn't normal.
Yeah.
And I try to tell them, like, these opportunities were not there and same thing you're saying, when I was your age. And then, some kids try to take advantage, and there's always a few that for whatever reason they just don't get it. And but 95% of the kids really appreciate what we're giving them, and we give them free snacks and free lunches, and it's from 9 to 2, 5 days a week, and
that's dope.
It's really cool, and it's great to be a part of. We have 20 coaches that we do.
There you go.
We have coaches that have played professionally, played D1, like giving real knowledge to these kids, right?
For free, man.
For free. Yeah, and I agree with you. I always say I'm really jealous of the flag football community.
I think that's
now.
a better word. I'm more jealous than hater, but
I say it all the time. The kids that I train, I tell them I'm jealous of you because you're going to have opportunities that I never had because the things that are happening in the world right now for flag wasn't around. There was no flag football.
Right.
Flag football was
There
a
no
gym
flag football.
activity.
Yeah.
The first time I remember
That was a gym activity.
I played with Mr. Maloon at Collins Middle School, and that was my first, and it was just after school, and it was just like 3 or 4 teams, and we, none of us.
We thought it was just like an
little
alternative
game
for football.
Flag football was literally dodgeball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a game we played at gym, and now like professional
thing,
leagues
yeah.
and like
Yeah.
it's dope.
There was no leagues. I never, and maybe there was these opportunities, and I just didn't know about them. But I never went to camps. I never did. Same as you guys. We grew up in the same place. I never had the opportunities to do that stuff either.
There was never any. Well, now it's like you develop, and also all the exposure they get. The social media is different. We had to make our own highlight tape and figure out how to
on VHS.
It's like how try to literally pass it around from coach to coach or something. I don't know. It's like a whole different, way harder to get seen.
Yeah, kids can get seen, and I really think that's cool too, man. Because think of like the athletes that you grew up with that probably could have played at a high level that just never got seen, or maybe made a bad decision at one point, and that just left them there.
I remember growing up, it was like until I got a car, I wasn't leaving the North Shore much.
Right.
So like, how much exposure can you get only hooping in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
True.
Like who's gonna see you in Boston if you can't even get to Boston? Or
right. I agree. I think the only place that I ever went to out of Massachusetts, even up until high school, was probably Canopy Lake. That was the furthest that we ever. And I loved it. Like every year, we're going to Canopy Lake. That's all I knew.
We thought it was the furthest thing in
Water
the world.
country.
We thought that was across
Other
the
than
world.
DR, obviously we went to DR a bunch, but like, other than that,
but still,
yeah, you're right.
those trips felt like wow.
Yeah.
Cross country.
Wow, we made it. We're at Kennedy Lake on the log ride.
Yeah, appreciate it, kids. Appreciate it. It's funny. My son is so spoiled. I just got another bill. Like these kids go on these school trips every year, and I'm just like, yo, like the bill. Let me start by like whatever it is. I want my son to have the best childhood. I'll pay whatever it is.
For sure.
But when I was growing up.
Yeah.
My parents weren't paying for none of this. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I think he went to D.C. last year. He's going to Philadelphia this year. And I try to explain to him, like, listen, buddy, like, I'll split the money with your mom. I have no problem paying for this trip, but just appreciate that, like, this didn't happen to me. Didn't happen to your uncles. Didn't happen to anybody who was growing up. So just remember.
There was one New York trip that our class had. And I wasn't able to go on that. I was part of the group that had to stay behind.
Yeah,
we had the little slices of pizzas. You remember like the big pizza,
Domino's.
Elio's Pizza.
No, the Domino's, but it was. I cut it in 8, they would cut it in 16. So it should be like this.
Very little couple. I'm gonna watch a movie since there's only 5 of us. Everybody else in New York.
Everybody else is in New York.
All right.
All the poor kids left behind. Tough. We made it though, Ma.
I did go on those trips. I do have to take that back.
I did
go
one
on a school trip.
I did Gettysburg, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I did Gettysburg and New York, I
I
believe.
miss New York.
I didn't get New York. I think my parents like, yo, you get one.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I chose fucking Gettysburg. All right. We have reached my favorite part of the show. The DJ Bofka said a question.
DJ Bofka. You are now in the mix with DJ Bofka.
DJ Bofka
set of questions is a game we play at the end of every episode. It's a simple game. You played it a couple
I love
times.
this one, man.
Yeah, it's my favorite part. That's why I call it my favorite part. Sometimes I don't want to say that because it's like, damn, I just gave you an hour and a half interview and this is about to be your favorite part.
This is my favorite too.
All right, great.
You gave me an amazing one the first time. I went off on a tangent.
Yeah, I know.
I still remember. It was
Yo,
amazing.
the hard part is, especially when like it's been like a year in between, I have to like let me not repeat.
Oh yeah.
So like, I keep a lot of notes, but I don't keep it like.
I'll pretend I don't.
Yeah, please.
Get that if
No,
you-
I'm pretty sure because I've been called on. Oh, you asked me this last time. I was like, come on, bro. It was like a year and a half ago. Then I started writing down some of the basic
to
ones.
that episode. See
Yeah.
what questions
I
were
should
asked.
do that.
That'd be
Unfortunately,
crazy.
No, don't worry about
I'm
it
a
with
busy
me,
man.
man.
It's
I've had a lot going on in the past year. I probably forget all the questions.
All right. Didn't forget the first one because the first one's always the same.
Jordan.
Yeah,
Perfect.
Let's go. We've been getting a lot of Jordans again. We're getting back.
We had
We're getting back.
we had a month and a
Good.
half stretch where it got shaky.
It was just like,
Really?
wait, what happened?
It was like LeBron.
We just went 3 years
No.
of Jordan. Why is
Yeah.
everybody saying
I mean,
LeBron?
it's because we had a younger crowd here, but no,
Yeah.
not even. There was a couple older guys who were like, "You guys should be ashamed of yourselves."
Yeah. It's always the football players.
It's always the young guy. It was always the football.
It's always the
players.
big stocky motherfuckers that just like
It's
appreciates
Jordan,
the
man.
powerful.
It's gonna
Yeah.
be Jordan every time you ask me.
Yeah,
Every time I'm on this show, it's Jordan.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
man.
No matter what LeBron does over the years.
I gotta
There's
see
nothing you
someone
can do.
literally come into the game and really like wow me.
Real quick,
Do you think another player could actually be up there with them?
You have to honestly, they probably have to win like 10 years of MVPs and like 7 championships
Sell
in a row.
shoes and stuff.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
that's the
everything.
thing with
I
Jordan
think I
too.
think
It's the
you
brand.
I think
Yeah.
you need to do some like Otani shit. Like you got to
Yeah,
be different.
okay,
You
yeah.
got to do something like that.
Like
no
defensive
one's-
player of the year, MVP
every year, kind of like y'all.
Like you got
like,
5 of those and
Yeah,
5
it
of
just-
those, and then you all of a sudden you're like the 3-peat really matters to me. The fact that you did it twice. People are like, oh, that's just a 3-peat. No, bro, he 3-peated,
Yeah, he loves saying
retired,
this shit.
and 3-peated again.
I get it. I
Right.
get it.
No, I know.
It's like
Jordan all
nobody
day.
does that.
Yeah.
The problem with this is like every generation is gonna pick their like. There's nothing anybody can do or anybody can say to convince me that Jordan's not the best.
Same. Yeah.
There's also a generation of people who think like that with LeBron. There's nothing you can tell them. There's
Right.
nothing
I
you
gotta
can
see-
show them. There's nothing you can
Honestly,
see.
I'd have to see like a Jordan-like player dropping 50 a game and getting better
But
everything.
it doesn't matter because you're gonna be like, well, Jordan did it first. You know what I mean? Like it's like.
Yeah, but
I mean,
I almost said it with Kobe. If Kobe,
I
would've-
was just gonna
like
say,
Kobe
Kobe's
was close
still
to
close,
doing it.
too.
If he would have had, maybe I don't know, some
I love
more
Kobe, but
accolades.
you know how I feel.
If he didn't have the Achilles, I think he had a shot to be named up there
Yeah.
with him. Yeah.
For sure. Kobe was like the closest thing to that level. I've not to this day never seen anyone close to Jordan.
I guess. All right. Next question.
I don't know this one.
No. Which one's harder? 1,000 receiving yards or 1,000 rushing yards?
I'm going to have to say rushing yards because of the amount of contact and the amount of hits that you're going to take. Plus, I think you gave a good example earlier that, you know, someone can have a 70-yard reception
Yeah.
because a defender fell or something along those lines. Both are obviously extremely difficult.
Right.
Receiver is tough, too, because you don't control who's throwing you the ball. But I do think running backs, especially the life of running backs, is a lot lower because of the amount of hits and the contact. Like, how many receivers have to go through 300, 250-pound guys in order to get to the second level?
The receivers
You
are
know?
going up against the defensive backs.
Yeah.
They're probably a little lighter, smaller. Running backs are going right into
Yeah.
these.
So
Vince
I would
Wilfork.
have to say running back would be more difficult, although both are incredibly difficult.
they
I think now it's even harder to get for 1,000 rushing because I think the days of a running back getting 30 carries are gone.
Yeah.
Like Sean Alexander getting 30-something
Yeah.
carries. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Those kind of, like,
Yeah.
you're not getting touches like that just because,
Right.
again,
Yeah.
we want you to last. So you got to, like...
Alvin Kamara has never had a 1,000-yard rushing season.
That's crazy.
Really? Wow, I didn't
He's a
know
lot of
that.
receptions, right?
Arguably one of the best running backs, top 20 running backs of all time, never had a 1,000-yard rushing season.
That's crazy.
He's got a lot
I'm
of
still
receptions.
when I saw him like high on the fantasy projection
Because of receptions.
It's receptions.
I know,
yeah.
but like it was like, yo, how is he
I think
still
he's
here?
top 5 all-time receptions for running
Yeah.
backs. Never 1,000 yards rushing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's right there. Just says how difficult it is.
This man.
I'd probably agree.
And think about like a receiver can't get touched. Well, like, out in the first 5 yards, can't get touched while he's gaining all those yards. Where like a running back, as soon as he touches the ball,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you can just hit
Yeah.
him. So it's like,
And a lot of things have to go right. Your blocking schemes have to go right as well. You know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of things that have to go right for you to even, gain any yards in the NFL.
Yeah. Like Saquon had arguably one of the best running backs in the league, and when he was in the Giants with that bad offensive line, it was tough for him to like. Then he goes to Philly and he looks like a whole brand new
Yeah.
Nah, I mean he's struggling a little this year, but
Saquon had 2 carries for 30 yards yesterday and ended the game, I think, with 60 yards total. The first 2 carries he had were 30 and ended the game with 60. That's how difficult it is.
that's crazy.
and if you're down 28-0, how much time is he going to run the ball again?
Great point. Yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna be throwing.
Receiver,
that
yeah,
ball.
receiver, good throw. Whether we're down, whether we're up.
Yeah. You're always throwing. Yeah.
All right. Breakfast question: pancakes or French toast?
Ooh. I think I'm gonna have to go French toast.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
We're gonna team up.
If our co-host, if our co-host Sanchez was here, he would break down and ask you this question, a little follow-up question to this. I want you to rank pancakes, French toast, and waffles.
I'm not a big waffle guy.
I know, because nobody is. I wish this motherfucker was here so I could tell him.
Yeah.
Nobody is.
That's not-
They came on here every week and try to tell.
Come on. We've had a lot of guests say the opposite. So I've seen a mix of a whole bunch, but
Yeah.
like,
As a kid, I think it waffles more than the other two. But like when you're gonna order like a breakfast, right? They typically, let's say you order the big breakfast, they give you the option of pancakes or French toast. I take French toast a lot more than I'll take pancakes.
Okay.
Every now and then I'll do a pancake, but
I usually
French
do
toast more than not.
pancakes, waffles, French toast.
Huh?
When my argument is I've never gone out. I'm sure I have. I won't say never, but rarely have I gone out to breakfast and somebody with us ordered waffles if it's not chicken and waffles.
I've never had chicken and waffles.
Now I'm not
I
a big
know.
waffle guy, but you're missing out on that.
I know. I've heard.
He likes to
Friendly
get-
Toast has a good. That's one right on. It's not 114. What is it? Right next to Liberty Mall. It's called. It's where like old Applebee's used to be.
Okay. Yep.
They have a good chicken and waffles. I heard. What's the place in Lynn has a good chicken and waffles?
Yes, chicken.
Yes, chicken.
Oh, I like them. Yeah.
Because they have it.
Yeah.
The waffles are in 4s. Like,
Ooh.
you can dip them in the
Oh, that does sound good.
Mix- yeah.
I've gotten their chicken's very
powdered.
good. I've gone
you
there
get
a few
the powdered
times.
sugar on the waffles and it's pretty dope.
Yeah, you really like waffles.
No, it's not. My pancakes is mine. I'm a pancake guy, but I was just never a French toast guy.
Yeah, huh?
But I've said this before. I
Waffles
was
is
a
my new
French
shit.
toast guy because growing up, there's not a lot of things I know how to make.
Yeah.
I'm not a cook. I thank God I have a beautiful girlfriend who does most of the cooking because if it wasn't for that, I'd be eating out every day. So growing up, if I want to make myself breakfast, scrambled eggs. I just got good at making omelets like maybe a month ago. French toast is something easy I know how to make.
Yeah.
Pancakes, I've been fucking that shit up with the mix. You know what I mean? I'm not.
Full of water with the little powder.
Yeah, as an adult now, as an 8, 9, 10-year-old,
Pour
you know.
that shit on that shit.
And then your mom yelling at you because you make a mess. Like, you know, I'm not
Wait
doing
till that shit bubbles up around the edge.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. French toast, just dip the shit and you
Got
put
a
it on.
perfect flip right there. When you get that perfect flip, man. Nothing better, man.
All right. What franchise is more cursed, the Browns or the Raiders?
Jeez, that's a rough one. Ooh. I mean, it has to be the Browns.
It has to
Yeah,
But right now, I think the Browns have a better chance of being successful in the next 5 years than the Raiders do. I like
Okay.
Ashton Genty, but they don't have a quarterback. I think the
right.
Browns have 2 possible quarterbacks. I really like Sanders. I really like Gabriel. I think he played
They can
well.
figure it out, yeah.
I think they do have, once they get Deshaun Watson off the books and clear $35 million a year,
yeah.
they have Judkins as their running back,
know,
who's
yeah.
a stud. Myles Garrett.
Yeah, yeah.
Their defense is arguably a
Pretty
top
good.
10
Yeah,
defense.
they're pretty good.
I think the Browns are more cursed, but I think the Browns have a better shot of being better than the Raiders will be in 5 years.
I agree with you.
I think it's more like with the Browns visually. I couldn't imagine being a fan of the Browns.
I think
it's such an ugly looking.
I'm not gonna lie to
team.
you. An entire franchise change, entire name change, entire everything.
time.
Yeah.
It might be. You know what I
The
mean?
Browns, it's such a gross looking like
Name.
jersey name. It's just
Named
like,
after a person.
Have you seen their mascot?
Yeah.
It's like an elf or something, right?
I don't know what
What
it
is-
is.
It's
what
like a
is-
weird looking Keebler elf.
It's like orange. They're like orange and
The thing is, like,
brown. It's like,
I
what's
feel-
like the
I
colors
say
of-
Browns are cursed. Like everybody laughs at the contract that Sean Watson has now.
Oh, it's the worst.
But 3-4 years, that boy was balling in
He
Houston.
was.
It was a good. I wouldn't have gave him all that money, but that was a good signing. And for it to completely blow up in their face,
Right.
you got to give him a
But
little like.
it came out. They signed him after all of those allegations and everything came out. They still gave him all that money, and there wasn't many other teams that were trying to get him. They outbidded themselves.
Yeah,
That's
they
true.
definitely
You
outdid
know?
themselves.
They
Couldn't have predicted.
But not even
these
allegations,
injuries
like-
are crazy.
allegations is one thing, but when he came back, he was not good.
No.
So it's just like that's
Right.
his play on the field is really like screwed.
Right.
If it was one thing, if like, you know, he got convicted or something in Cleveland, everybody could be like, damn, Cleveland, you could have seen that coming.
Yeah.
But he didn't get convicted or anything. He paid whatever you had to pay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, but you were still ass, unfortunately.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Took a toll on him, I guess. All that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think he's upset about it at all.
All
that
that.
contract is fully guaranteed.
Yeah, fully.
Well, his reputation definitely got.
Yeah, reputation don't pay bills, buddy.
Definitely got hit.
All right.
Kind of does. Kind of for endorsements and stuff like that.
When you're getting paid $35 million guaranteed,
Yeah, I know.
what endorsement do you need? Which day do you enjoy better? NFL Christmas Day or NBA Christmas Day?
NBA Christmas Day. Yeah. I think that's one of the best days in sports.
is.
Man, it's only right.
From morning to night,
Yeah.
all the games are incredible. You know, I'll flip back and forth because
Just
I
check,
play
yeah.
fantasy football, and
Yeah.
you know, I'll watch all the games. Now,
Yeah.
if you ask me the question, Thanksgiving football and NBA Christmas, that's a little closer.
Yeah.
But comparing the two Christmas Day games, definitely NBA.
I think NBA does a better job at scheduling
Yeah,
than like we get the marquee games.
the best of the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Football will give us like,
no, actually no, they don't even do Christmas Day. I was gonna say Cowboys, but that's Thanksgiving.
give us like
Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Thanksgiving. The Cowboys
I think it was
and-
the Chiefs and somebody last year on Christmas.
you gotta give us a Chiefs Ravens. You gotta give
Yeah.
us something like crazy.
But
on
you'll
Christmas.
get like Celtics, Knicks, like
Yeah.
Golden State, Timberwolves, like
Yeah.
you know the best of the best
you-
playing each other, all the stars.
I don't like them stepping on toes, and
money's money. man.
Yeah,
it's just tradition, you know. So
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if I'm the NFL, I'm like, oh, we can't do Christmas Day because it's NBA's. Yeah, fuck the NBA. like,
no, I agree.
Yeah, they gotta
but
do it.
definitely NBA in my opinion.
yeah. All right. Who would you take, Randy Moss or Calvin Johnson?
Holy moly, dude.
Definitely a tough one.
I think, wow. I think I would have to say Randy Moss. I think Randy, and it's hard to say this because Calvin Johnson is incredible, and you know you see him getting double covered as a
Triple.
single receiver, triple covered as a single receiver. But I think the marquee play for Randy Moss is the one-handed catch over Darrelle Revis. I think that's
beautiful.
what separates him from a lot of other people. Because if you look at the games when Calvin Johnson played Darrelle Revis, he wasn't doing that. Chad Ochocinco came out, and it was probably like 10 years ago or so, and I watched it again recently, and they're all, like all the top players are sitting around. It's T.O., it's Darrelle Revis, it's Chad Ochocinco, and they're all saying their stats against Darrelle Revis, and it's zeros, and it's one catch for 4 yards, it's two catches. And Randy Moss, again, made one of the greatest highlights of all time, in my opinion, as a receiver over Darrelle Revis.
Yeah.
So I would have to pick him, although that's very
I was
difficult.
like he was like getting mossed.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he's
getting
just-
Moss.
he
There's
just-
no getting Calvin.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Megatron, but
Yeah.
like he has a cool name
Randy
too.
was,
but
Randy was
Like
different.
when you was out there playing as a
Yeah.
kid receiver, you
Randy
caught that
was
ball.
different,
Yeah.
man.
You thought you was Randy Moss. You never felt like
right.
he was.
Moss
And he-
hasn't played in 10 years, and you still say you got Moss. You know?
Yeah.
And he did it with a couple different quarterbacks.
Yeah.
He was successful with
Yeah.
Minnesota. He was successful with New England.
Randall Cunningham, Culpepper, obviously Tom Brady. He was on another level when he played, and he was so smart too. Like
Yeah.
players come out and just say like the genius that he was, and like the coverages that he was able to read, and he was calling things out from the line of scrimmage, and those are things you didn't know about him at the
Yeah.
time, and now you realize like not only was he a great athlete and how hard he worked, but he was a genius on the field.
Yeah.
You know,
Definitely.
Shut up, Randy.
All right. Next one. If you had to pick one of these, which one would you do? Bungee jumping or skydiving?
neither.
You gotta pick one.
I hate heights.
Yeah. I feel you.
I guess I would have to pick bungee jumping only because I'm attached to something, and the chances of that breaking are a lot lower than skydiving. But I don't do heights.
Me neither. I wouldn't do.
I would never do either of
Not
those.
much of a risk taker.
No,
Yeah,
I think after a certain point in your life, like
Say for what?
I can honestly say,
If I have to.
actually no. If I have like
to.
future children and they force me to, like, maybe, but like I don't see myself ever riding a roller coaster again in my life.
I don't do
I just
roller
don't.
coasters.
I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
I don't. It's just like
I don't put myself in position for any chance. I'm very logical. It's like, okay, if there is a small chance that this could break
Yeah.
while I'm up here,
Yeah.
and I'm not going to take that chance because there is a slight chance.
Right. No,
Like,
oh my god, I forgot Dylan Harper's on the Spurs. Shit. Sorry. No, they gave me Dylan Harper to an alley oop to Wemby. I just got the alert, and I was like, "Oh fuck, that Spurs team's gonna be serious."
And they have Luke Cornett too. When they put those two guys
what
out
they
on the court
say,
together.
French vanilla.
French Vanilla. I love that nickname.
So they call
man.
themselves?
That's
French
so
Vanilla.
good, French Vanilla.
Can we go back to the time where like nicknames just come out of nowhere? Like I feel like
that was just
like it's not even a regular season. They have a nickname already. Can we wait until like something cool comes up? I feel like every announcer, or every
name.
reporter wants to be the first one to coin like a nickname. Like,
Yeah.
oh, they call him because I said that. All right, bro. Like,
I think that's a cool one though.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Definitely
funny
good.
one.
He did Luke Cornett played very well that first.
16 points. He shoot like 9 for 9 or
Yeah.
8 for 8
Yeah,
or
he's
something.
great.
16 points.
Solid, man. I
Yeah.
always thought he was pretty good.
is this the year where like Wemby's like, all right, guys, that's enough. It's my league. I said it. It's
I
only
think it's getting there.
it's only a matter of time. Where it's like, all right.
Yes, when it comes to like stats. No, when it comes to like winning.
Yeah,
Probably
I think he has a chance to get a quadruple double. I
Yeah,
think he's
yeah.
going to be
I
one of
feel
the
you.
only guys that actually has a
feel
shot
you.
to do
Remember,
that.
the Spurs were a top 4 seed before he got hurt.
They were and they're young and they have a lot of good players and
And it's not like Wemby like tore something. It was just like a medical
Yeah.
thing. Like he just
yeah, blood clot, right?
Yeah, man. If he's dominant, like Dylan Harper is good.
He's
He's a
gonna.
young rookie.
And they have Castle and they've got a lot of players over there, man.
They got Fox, right?
Yeah,
De'Aaron
De'Aaron
Fox.
Fox.
People
yeah.
forget about him so
Yeah.
much. He's so good.
Sokum. They got a lot of really
they're
good players
scary.
over there.
Yeah, but I still think because Pop's not coaching, right? Who's coaching
No.
right now?
I can't recall their coach right now. I know
Me
Tim
neither.
Duncan's somewhere in the mix there too.
I just feel like maybe
They're still
one more.
They're still a couple years away.
Yeah. Like this,
Yeah.
is, maybe they'll get a little touch of the playoffs and get a little experience. Oh, Wemby killed. Like he's gonna have an amazing playoffs, but they probably still get kicks from like a good West team.
Yeah, they're coming though. They're
Yeah.
definitely coming.
Calling it here, Western Conference Finals, Spurs, Golden State. Write it down. Maybe
Interesting.
Maybe not Spurs, but Golden State's definitely in that bitch. All right, what quarterback would you draft right now to start your franchise? Jordan Love or Drake May?
Wow, you guys are hitting the hard ones today.
try.
If it was the beginning of the season, I would say Jordan Love without a question. After watching Drake May play the past few weeks,
Yeah.
I've got to go Drake May. I think Jordan Love has more talent around him right now, although obviously Diggs played lights out and,
Yeah.
like we said, Hunter Henry. But who do they have after that? Demario Douglas, Butte, like they don't have a lot of studs. And
Yeah.
the Packers don't necessarily have a lot of great receivers, but their O-line's great. They have Jacobs at running back.
Yep.
They have drafted, I think this was the first year they drafted a first-round wide receiver with Matthew Golden. So I think they have better pieces. I think Drake May is definitely up and coming, one of the better players. Yeah.
I've seen some throws that Drake May made, and I was like, well.
Yeah.
There's a couple of them. I'm just like,
went to Diggs where
little
he just
Pat
got his feet in.
Mahomes-esque.
And
Like, you
he
know what I mean?
runs, and he'll run.
Yeah.
Jordan Love doesn't run as much.
Right.
Yeah.
He's very.
All right. If you could own one, private plane or a yacht?
Yacht. I would own a yacht. I think just chilling out in the ocean on your yacht would be really cool.
Yeah.
A plane, like, you can only use it when you're in the air, and you have to have someone flying you around or whatever. Maybe
pay
you can
for the gas
you
every
can
time.
get place to place and go to cool places.
Yeah.
But if you're spending time on one of those, I think I would much rather spend time on a
right.
yacht. Yeah,
I probably agree.
yeah. Lay out in the sun. You can't be in the sun in a
Little
plane.
basketball hoop on there, like
Yeah,
Russell Westbrook
yeah.
had.
Think of like a cruise. Like,
Yeah.
I really enjoy cruising's one of my favorite things to do.
I haven't
for
done that
vacations.
yet.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
haven't
love them,
experienced
man.
it yet.
I love
It's
them.
because me and my girlfriend were arguing about, like, she enjoys the finer things in life, So I was like, I'll go to cruise, but no, she has to have the room with the balcony. She has to have this. And I'm like, all right, that's an extra like $3,000. But she won't do it unless we do that. I was like, all right, then guess we're not going. So we're on that little impasse right now. And I'm not huge. Like, I don't know. I feel like I think cruise is more of a younger thing. Like, I think, like,
A lot of older people do it.
Yeah, I think it's
True.
a good mix. And the other thing, going back to like heights, like, obviously both, if you go down, you're going to have some issues, but I'd have a better fighting chance on a yacht than I would on a plane.
For sure.
Absolutely. I think it's hilarious. Bringing up my girl, she gets so upset, and I like to remind her, like, yo, just to let you know, if this goes down, there's nothing we can do about it.
Right.
So you should just relax, because it's like there's no, if like
I'm so relaxed up there.
on planes, I don't have no
I let my
worry
soul
because it's
go,
literally
bro.
because literally it's like it's all up to God at this
Yeah.
point. There's nothing like
I try to sleep.
I watch movies, Titanic.
I'll watch like movies I would never watch. I watch like
Okay.
The Hobbit or like
Okay, yeah.
things that I would never normally watch. I'll watch on planes because they're a lot really long and typically take longer plane rides.
Yeah, I think I've been known to be the person who just watches Titanic on every flight because it's a 3-hour movie, man. It just
And that's why I do that.
It's
Yeah.
like Scarface.
boat sinks, my plane's landing.
Yeah.
It all depends on how long the flight is too. Like
We only go to like Florida and DR, so it's usually 3 hours.
It's like
See,
2-3 hour movie.
I'm not a big fan of planes in general, but obviously
Yeah.
you have to get place to place. And like where we still travel to play flag, like most of my plane rides are to like Europe or,
Oh, yeah.
6, 7,
couple
8 hour
Titanics.
plane rides. So I sleep for 3 or 4 and then I watch a long movie for, 3 or 4 or whatever it is.
couple Titanics.
Couple Titanics. The Hobbit.
I'm gonna use that as an increment of time.
yeah.
Hey, yo, how long is it to get to London? Oh, 2 Titanics and a half.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, 2 Titanics, and then you watch it before the boat sinks.
That's 7 hours.
Yeah.
How do you not get that? All right. All right, we're at Halloween time, so I'm going to ask you a Halloween question.
Right.
Who would you have a better chance of surviving against?
Oh, boy.
Jason or Mike Myers?
Neither.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
I think we've seen Jason die in a movie, haven't we? Have we ever seen Michael Myers die in a movie?
No.
So I think I would probably take my chance against Jason only because I've seen him die. Didn't he die in Freddy vs. Jason? Freddy cut his head off and walked out of the water. Or was that the opposite?
I don't remember. That movie was so long ago.
Yeah, I think Jason
there was
died in a
one that he
movie.
did
So
die,
so
yeah.
I'm going to have to go with I would take my chances with Jason.
You are right. I've never seen Mike Myers die.
Yeah, although I don't think I would have a shot against either of them.
yeah, I don't. That's a tough one for sure. I don't.
He's got to run, bro.
And I think
Right.
Mike
I was gonna
Myers-
ask that. It's like you say, just survive. Like
You could run.
you can run.
Yeah. I mean, everybody else in the movies runs.
They
Let's see how
seem
it
to
happened to
know
them.
where you are at all times, no
Yeah.
matter how fast you run and how far you go.
Weapons included. Now, see, that's when you start. You start asking questions.
Bro, against Mike Myers and Jason, all bets are off. Do whatever you want.
I think Michael Myers is scarier. I think
Way scarier.
Yeah, I think he's scarier in
His
general.
posture,
Just kind of.
like he's never in a hurry to kill you.
Yeah.
And that's some scary shit.
Yeah.
Hey, take your time. We out
Yeah.
here fucking.
Yeah, he can run off. Don't worry, bro. I'll catch up with you later, bro.
And
I can kill you tomorrow. I don't really care.
You know that Jason doesn't like water either. So
Yeah.
I think if you bring him to a place with water, I think you have a fighting chance.
Light them up. It's light them up, yeah.
Bro, I've seen Mike Myers set on fire, shot,
Yeah,
stab, everything.
Yeah.
He always comes back.
Always.
They always set him on fire, have a quick conversation, look back, he's gone. I think you've seen that shit in
So
a
you
bunch
gotta-
of movies
you gotta
where you
really-
shoot somebody and then the body's gone. Mike Myers was the first person to do that shit.
Yeah. You definitely got to capture him then.
You want to capture Mike Myers?
You would have to. You can't just like kill him and then turn your back again.
Yeah.
You have to like,
Tie him up.
yeah, you got to put him into a cage or something. And, and then figure it out from there.
Now he's your pet.
Yeah, nah, you just got to feed Mike Myers
Mike.
every day.
How we doing today, Mike?
I survived. You're freaking locked up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Until
Ain't
that
going
one
nowhere.
day, one day.
So what's it I have to kill you? I just have to stay alive.
Come down that basement one day, that cage is
The
empty.
cage is open. You're
Oh,
like,
yeah, fuck. Yeah, you're done.
Yeah.
All right. Last but not least, I gotta add to this because of what we were doing right before the episode. Listen to music, just I don't want anybody's mind to wander. Reasonable Doubt or Illmatic.
So we were talking right before. They were playing Reasonable Doubt, and I mentioned that when I had a CD player in my car, that's all I used to listen. Anybody that's ever been in my car, that. That's all I would ever listen to. Is
That's all you need to
Reasonable
listen
Doubt.
to.
Both of them are definitely in my top. Probably, I'd have to say both of those are my two favorite albums of all time. But I could rehearse Reasonable Doubt word for word every song, so I've got to go with Reasonable Doubt.
That
Classic.
Yeah, definitely
Jay-Z's
classic.
first verse on Dead Presidents is one of the most iconic verses
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's still, that's still something, and both of them are, that I would play and listen to right now and be cool with it. I don't necessarily like a lot of the new hip-hop.
not too
There
much.
are some things that, I do like and I can get down with, but those are classics, and I
Yeah.
can listen to those. No matter what mood I'm in, I can listen to Reasonable Doubt.
Lately, I've been listening to like the older guys dropping their new albums. I don't know what it is, but it's like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to something my speed. kinda.
Yeah.
Like the ones I was listening to when I was younger, I'm gonna listen to them now. Maybe if they're not as good, I won't listen to them. But some of them I still got it.
Yeah.
They just don't get exposure from a record label
What
anymore.
album did I listen to? And I was like, it's not bad. I think I had didn't Busta drop an
Yeah,
album like
Busta,
2 weeks ago?
I remember
And I'm
telling
listening,
you.
it's like, this is pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that.
Busta Rhymes actually had
He had a
good
couple
album,
good
yeah.
beats and stuff.
Yeah, so-
I was always Reasonable Doubt, Illmatic, HNIC, Prodigy.
Oh, yeah.
Common, I liked Common a lot.
Yeah.
Shine, I was really
Oh,
into
Shine,
Shine,
yeah.
Shine Poe. That was more,
Okay.
obviously like
The
the
Lox.
Biggie and Tupac, like,
Yeah.
those are more of like the generic ones, but like
I've always said, and people agree with me,
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang's for the children, of
Yeah,
course.
for sure.
I
Yeah, for
believe,
sure.
and this is my obviously biased belief, that Life After Death is the greatest hip hop album of all time.
I really enjoyed it.
Covers all bases. Like,
Yeah.
It's literally top to bottom.
Yeah.
Is it a little cheating that it's a double album? Maybe.
Yeah.
That might
Because
be that.
He has all like Ready to Die songs sprinkled in.
Yeah.
Not the same song, but like those type of songs.
Yeah.
And then he has like the commercial
hits.
songs.
Yeah.
And so he has like a good like mix of things in that one. I like that one a lot.
I always liked to listen to music that not everybody else was listening to.
Yeah,
So again, although I like the Tupacs and Biggies and
Yeah.
stuff like that, like not everybody's familiar with Jay-Z, but you're not all familiar with Reasonable Doubt and some of the other ones that I named. That's what
Yeah.
I always did, was try to find
Honestly-
music that not everybody listened to.
Because most of my music listening comes at the gym. Most of the time, like I go in the gym and I'm just like, all right, what album am I listening to? I don't use like the shuffle because in my thing, if I'm shuffling, I don't like a song that I'm stopping and like pressing next and going until I find a song I like. So I rather just put an album I like. And a couple days ago, I did All Eyes on Me from Tupac.
Fire.
And I've never been a person who really listened to Pac. I was never really a Pac guy, but I was just like, that was me. I was like, damn, I really never really listened to Pac
Yeah.
like that. I was like, let me go back. And All Eyes on Me, it's Dr. Dre's a beast on that shit.
Bro.
Like, sheesh.
That was amazing.
Double. Well, 50 Cent said the only way you can go diamond is you got to have a double album and die. Life After
enough.
Death and All Eyes on Me. That's the only way to go 10 million albums.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
But everything mentioned was great. You know,
Yeah, it
it's
was
all,
dope.
It's all
Yeah.
old school, good music. You know,
Quality.
It sucks that
nothing
like,
like that anymore.
it sucks that as a society we will never top the 90s.
I agree.
Like that was peak. That
Peak
the 90s
culture.
was peak. I think it was peak human life,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Everything.
peak.
Everything.
Remember, like
Everything.
we never talk about politics here or anything like that, but we had a surplus in the 90s. There's no debt in the 90s. You know what I mean? It was just everything. Politics was politics. Sports was great. Jordan was ruling.
Yeah.
Rap music was
The
dope.
Charlotte Hornets windbreakers.
Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Oh my
fashion was
God.
crazy. Look at
was
coming
crazy.
back. Like I went to the mall a couple days ago. Everything's baggy.
Yeah.
All 90s
Oh,
shit.
I know that's
It's
coming,
coming back. Yeah.
I know
Yeah.
my son's like, oh, I keep buying me some jeans. It has to be baggy. And I was like, I look at Jesus like, when you get old, you have to make a decision when you go to the mall. I was like, am I gonna stick to the trend now? Am I just gonna?
Just
Sometimes
do
I go
it.
half and half. Sometimes like, cause I look at the jeans like, oh, I don't want to wear baggy jeans. But
Yeah.
that's what everybody else is like.
I keep it the same. Not like the same, but like keeping me for sure.
I try to stay.
I
like
do
that.
what's comfortable.
I tell you.
I like subtle. I don't like too crazy.
In my head, it's like I use it as like that keeps me young in my head. Like if I could dress, obviously I'm not gonna like
Yeah.
have the shiesty on and like okay, I'm not that. No, I know my fucking age.
I know my lane
But
for
like
sure.
you know, I'll throw on some. You know,
like I'm still like
I get I get the Essentials, I get the New Balance. I pay attention to what's online. I'm still hip.
I still listen. Like I do keep up with like the new music, so I feel like that's what keeps me like in the mix.
You get one listen, maybe. You get one listen, and I'll give it second listen if it wasn't trash, just to be like, all right, because you know you listen to an album the first time, you're like, all right, and sometimes some albums you have to listen to a
Yeah.
couple times. That's what I do. But there's some albums like. This is a chance to rap. Right? I got to like third song. And I was like, this shit's horrible.
I can't listen to that.
No, you're just one of those things where just like no, I'm not listening to that. Young Thug's album, I wasn't a big fan of, honestly.
I've been listening to that nonstop since it dropped for sure.
I mean, but that's your guy.
Yeah, it was not mine.
No, I mean that's your lane. That's like
I do like some new music, like, you know, especially being in the gym, the
Yeah.
music that has good catchy beats to
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Like I like that kind of stuff. I'll listen, but I won't like listen to it if I'm just chilling at my house, like relaxing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's when it's more.
I'm more of an R&B guy at this point.
Yeah, man, like the '90s, man. There's no R&B in
yeah.
the '90s. Think
Man,
of
the
all
90s
of the
R&B
great
was-
R&B.
Never met.
I've seen them all. The only I haven't seen Jagged Edge yet.
That
Oh,
But I've
man,
seen
Jagged Edge.
I've seen Drew Hill live. I've seen
was my
Boyz II Men.
favorite.
I've seen 112.
At all
I've
those
seen
groups.
Genuine. I've seen he's not 90s, but I just saw Neo. I haven't seen Usher. He doesn't go on tour much.
He'd be having like residencies and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not flying to see somebody. I know my girl's like, oh, boy, Backstreet Boys at the Sphere in Vegas. I'm like, good for them. Like, I'm not flying.
honestly, good
I'm not
for them.
flying to go see the Bad Boys.
Backstreet Boys are getting booked at the
No. If I was in Vegas,
Yeah.
I'd stop by. Why not? But I'm not gonna fly out there.
Right.
Imagine like this, like a couple decades later, they still booking you.
I think that's pretty
at
cool,
The,
yeah,
at the
yeah.
what's it called? The Sphere.
Yeah,
Such a
that's cool.
My
Big
girl just
place
went
to
to Hampton Beach and saw one of the NSYNC guys,
Crazy.
and
They-
the place was packed.
Don't they always have like one or two big guys over in the Lynn place too?
Yeah,
Like, nailed it a
Lynn
couple
Auditorium
years
doesn't do
ago.
bad. They just had
Always have somebody like.
Ashanti.
Oh,
My
really?
girl went to see Ashanti. I saw Mary J. I'm not a big Mary J. Blige fan, but it was a good fun.
T.I. I seen came to the.
I'm not seeing T.I. in the middle
I
of
didn't
Lynn.
see it. I'm just saying like.
That's a concert. There's some concerts like I saw like Young Boy come to Boston. I was like, I would be nowhere near that. That is the most dangerous place in the world. Wherever he's at is the most dangerous place.
Shit, might start crying.
Yo, people love him, man.
Yo, because it's like he's speaking from a passion that like a lot of people can't relate, but like he speaks from like an emotional passion of like pain and like people really feel it. You know, there's certain music that you listen to, you like it. That was cool. And there's some music that you like feel.
Yeah.
That he makes feel music.
Kanye used to do that.
You know.
Shout outs.
Shout out.
Shout out to Vibe Entertainment. Shout out to Uneducated MMA.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out to Reck Fitness, both locations.
Let's go.
Shout out to Nova Skin. Make sure you get your facials, get all your skincare stuff done.
Shout out Young Soldier Success Group.
Yes, sir.
Shout out P2P.
P2P. Koki, you're going to get a message from me soon, buddy. It's almost that time. His bi-yearly visit.
It's almost that time.
I should have had him this week. I try to pick up. I'm so mean sometimes. I try to book him after one of his teams lose. So with the Yankees out, I was like, oh, that'd be a perfect time.
Yeah.
I think last time was like the Knicks got eliminated. I was like, hey, Koki, you want to come next week? He's like, no.
Let's let this one breathe.
No, he actually did. No, he did come when the Knicks lost. There's other people, friends of mine, because when the Lakers lost, couple people, no names will be given. Nick Lanier said, nah, y'all gonna kill me. I was like, oh, what happened? Ducking the smoke.
I know, always killing the Celtics while he's out here too.
Yeah, and then his Lakers lost. Yo, I'm busy. Oh, okay, now you're busy. Corey, it's always been a pleasure. You are welcome here anytime. We'll definitely
talk some good old sports.
We'll definitely have you more than once a year.
Thank you. I really enjoyed doing this.
Absolutely.
It's awesome, man.
No, you guys are great.
Fun,
you do
man.
a good thing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Co-host REG. I'm Melly Mel. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Fire.
806 The Show is a proud member of the Vibe Entertainment family, so make sure you follow us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, as well as Facebook and the Gram. Leave us some comments, hit us with some likes, show us some love. You already know. It's 806 The Show.
806 The Show, Take that.